think we're on. Audio's on. This might be delayed. I don't know if it will be. Let's see how it goes. Right. Camera's on. I'm just going to mute my mic for a few seconds, guys. I'll be back in a moment. Ha 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 ha. Oh, dear me. I wish we didn't have any of this horrible weather. Ew. I look so dark. Yeah, I need to just this. Just a moment. Let me. It's very, very dark. Right. Okay. I don't think I'm going to need that open actually. Shut. That that's fine. Anyway, so hello everyone. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been on live on YouTube for a lifetime. I have not been active on this channel for ages. Yeah. Give me a minute. I need to something better out here. Hang on a second. Okay, that's better. There we are. This is right now. So yeah, so hello everybody. Hello in the world of YouTube land. I hope everybody's doing all right. I'm doing fine. It's been a while. Been a while since we've been streaming on this YouTube channel for ages. So I thought I'd come on tonight and talk to you guys, find out how things are going, how you guys are doing, and all the subscribers we've had. And I've just been busy. But yeah, I'm gonna have a rant tonight. Tell you what's been going on, what's been happening, what's been going on really. Oh, it was me. Yes, it was me. Yes, you were confirming I was doing this stuff. I was just trying to get used to the streaming of this on YouTube, because Now see, what you used to do is you used to do it the old way, where basically you used to put in your keys and stuff for this. And now OBS has changed it all now, and I can see my live stream, and I can see this stream, but I can also see the chat, which is on this side, which is really, really good. So that is really convenient. And so yeah, so everybody, come on and see me live. Okay. I'm actually going to give a couple of minutes for people to get on, and then we will start having a talk. Let me see where my thing is here. Hope my sound's okay, guys. I hope my audio's coming through. Okay, it sounds like it's alright. What are we doing? Trying to find my thing here. So yeah, I'm just gonna give a few minutes, guys. If you want to join the chat, you can. I'm just gonna try and put this in my some of my Facebook chats because I have a group chat somewhere. There we go. Not that one. Into where the hell is it? Where the hell is it? There we are. There we go. Yep. Right. Okay. So that's all sorted. All good. Phone's about to die. Right. Okay. So yeah. So I'm here. I'm going to basically talk about what has been going on with me from the last few months. And I'm probably going to wind back a little bit to the start of the year, to be very honest, just to bring you up to speed on and why I haven't been streaming on YouTube for ages. Well, there's a reason why, and I'll explain in a minute. A few things that I want to try and cram as much as I can in on this live stream tonight. I didn't have anything to do tonight. I didn't have any work. I didn't have any music to do. I had nothing to do really. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go on YouTube on my channel and get people to come and join us, and they can chat with me tonight. Now, so I want to go back a little bit. I want to go back a little bit to last year. So last year, we obviously 2024 was very exciting. 2024 was just unreal, amazing, fabulous, crazy. Music going on, working with a team that I like. Stuff that went on last year, like 2024 was just really exciting. We had some new signings. I worked with a lot of people. I was completely inundated with recordings, music production, getting bands sorted out, band forming, band playing, band sorted, gigs booked, and everything going on, and everything in that year was just completely, yeah. So I had a year of planning gigs. I was in a band last year, which was the Artist Live. That you may have seen the video that we did 2 years ago now. And I enjoyed doing that, and it was great to play in that band. It was great, good fusion, good things. I know you can't see my camera, guys. I know it's dark. I need to figure this out a minute. Let me bring up the brightness a little bit. It really is dark on my thing. How do we do this? My camera is so dark. There, that's better. Say, there we go. Right, that's better now. So yeah, so anyway, so I'm going to start from like 2024. 2024 was such a manic year that things were getting very busy with me in general, and just stuff went on really, really fast. We had Mac and me doing a lot of recordings last year. We did a lot of releases last year. We did a lot of work last year. And and during that period, actually for over the past 3 years now, I've cut down on my drinking. Hence the fact I'm losing weight again. I wanted to stop. I wanted to basically what I decided, because after my dad passed away, I was in a really, I was in a hard place at that time, and focusing on music and doing music is all of my life. And so I basically I decided that I would just not drink anymore. I only drink if I go out and see friends, if I do that. I mean, I did drink heavily years ago, but now I'm not. I've now been sober for over about nearly 3 years now, and drink doesn't bother me anymore now. I don't drink in the house anymore. I decided to give up alcohol because it wasn't good for me. And so I really had to concentrate on getting all this sorted out from my part. I had to start eating healthy. I had to start getting back into what I love to do, and creating music and doing music for artists and everything else. And it was really, really good. So the first thing was I completely stopped, and I am now fine and well, and I'm doing great. I wasn't particularly wanting to do that because it wasn't healthy for me. It wasn't healthy for my family, and I just said no more, no more. Just don't want to do this anymore. So that's the first thing that came in my head. The second thing is that we are still going with good things in mind. 8 years, we've been doing this for over 8 years now. This label has been going so well. We had an amazing year last year. The last year was just completely bedlam of work to do, and creating it has been amazing. I mean, we've had so much going on. I mean, we've had stuff from Adesha, who's still with us. We've got Jade still with us. We've got everybody with us now. We've got some new ones that are coming up quick, and they're all getting good things. The chat is on. If you want to chat, you can. I don't know if it's working, but if it's working, talk to me, because I put it on. There's no restrictions on it. You should be able to go on. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching through Facebook, and just talk to me on Facebook if you're there, because I've got Facebook open as well. Right. So yeah. So that was the first thing. I don't know where my other one is. Somewhere. Anyway, the room is the same as you can see, apart from these over here. This is all my this is my PA. This is all my PA equipment. This is all my equipment for gigs that we've got coming up. And I've just, if you actually remember these speakers have been repainted. the grills have been repainted and they're fixed now. And I've fixed all of this. I've actually restored it all. It sounds amazing. So that's all my PA stuff that we're using for. We've got gigs coming up this year. We've got there's so much going on this year, guys. It's just unbelievable. We've got a lot of things going on. We're very, very, very busy, and we've got I'm in a I'm actually in well, I'll tell you what. Let's go back to the fundraising thing we did. That last year was a hard year for us last year because we were gigging. We weren't gigging a lot though last year because it was pretty quiet. But I did enjoy working with Jade, Cash, Saf, and I enjoyed working with all those guys together. It was great, and I started October when we played our last gig. Like in October, we decided to withdraw Arts Live altogether. We dropped it. I just felt we needed to move on to other things that people wanted to do with the bands and everything else, and I got involved with the first band I was involved with was Jade's band, which was the first Start to Fall. And just as a temporary thing, I was in just to help them out with some of the guitars, which was really nice of people that really had me on. And then I left that band in about a month ago, 2 months ago now. I'm now in Audacious band, which is what we've just managed to do. And we've managed that really well. And we've got a new bass player. We've got a great guitarist who sounds like Mac. Honestly, it's great. So Dave's our guitarist. We've got Chris as our bass player. And there's me on rhythm guitar and Audacia on the vocals and Carlo on the drums. Really, 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 really happy with that. Very happy indeed. So that's working out really well. We've got a few gigs booked this year. The first Start to Fall has got a gig on the 26th of June with 2 weeks time. I think it's 2 weeks time. So I'm going to go to that gig on that time, and they're playing Chudden's this year. So hope you guys do well. With all them things in mind, which have been fantastic for me to get back in this role of doing this, there was some things going on behind this that I won't probably go through a lot of it. Some of it I will go through, but not a lot of it. I don't want to really start getting into areas of things that have been hard. But I'll just say that we had some bumps in the road that we had a few months ago that we ironed out, and we sorted it out. Just things in general that have been hard. So I was basically what it was. It was I won't go into too much detail about it, but it's kind of a bit thingy. But basically, I was working with I worked with 2 artists on the label who are absolutely fantastic. And don't get me wrong, I really love their music. I'm trying to find my thing. I don't know where it is. Sorry, this is bugging me. You want to chat to me, you can. The streaming, the live chat's open. It should be available to you guys. I can't find it anywhere. Can't find anything in here now. Oh, there it is. I've got it. It's down there. So anyway, so basically what it was, we had 2 things going on behind the label that there were 2 artists on the label that signed to my label, and they were very, very, very good. They were great singers and great reputation. Music was great. And then things went a bit funny for a while. We had an artist on our label who was with us for a year actually, and we worked with her on some of her music. And her music was great. It was really original, all originals, just all produced fantastically well, and it was really, really good. And the other artists that we worked with, we also worked with her on a good terms. We had a great chemistry, talked for ages, and they just fell apart. Um, this year, they they decided to depart on mutual terms. We thought we would. I thought we would have got success with more music with these people, but it was difficult to work in that environment, and so we moved away from that. And now, in what we've just gone through recently, now we've managed to get back get back to basics and what we're doing. So I basically leave the Facebook thing is just for the labels part, but for the YouTube thing, I can say whatever I want, but it has been like this year's been at the beginning of the year was very, very hard because January and February were just dead. We just didn't have anything in because Mac didn't come back until around about the middle of the year. It was probably about February time because he was doing so many things. Well, he's now involved with a band called Diamond Dogs, who I've been to see like 5 times now, and just very happy with. I'm very pleased that he got a chance to get back playing. You know, I had a great conversation with him on. I had a good conversation with him on Saturday, and I said, you know, you absolutely were born to do this live, because every time I keep coming to see you live, you play so amazing. I mean, he's in this band now, and he's good guys. Absolutely love these guys to bits, and they're so happy and genuine. They've really got a lot of good stamina. If you ever get to see, if you're ever in the northeast of England, go to see Diamond Dogs live. They are top notch. That last night, they just got a great review from the Cheers Bar, and I wasn't there last night because I was no point me going. I went on the Saturday, oh yeah, what a story I had on Saturday as well. What a story on Saturday. I went to see Diamond Dogs on Saturday, and I went through to see them. Popular place for the scene, and I went to see them live at the Island Social Club, and it was a really good place. Very nice place, great people, wonderful music, played really, really well. And I got the last bus home from 11:15, and then and as soon as I head back into town, this was the weirdest thing. I was stranded. I thought I was going to be stranded for the night, but luckily, as I had there was something happened. I managed to get home by Uber, and I got an Uber back home, which was not bad. So, and I was worried about, well, when's the next bus due? And I thought the bus was due on the hour. Silly me, didn't realise that there was no buses available on the night. I got out late, and I was thinking, oh, I should have left it earlier. But I was stranded that night. I was nearly stranded that night, but I thought, nah, you know what? I'm going to actually. I was nearly got a chance to walk, which I would have liked to have done because I like to walk. Yeah. But with it raining, I was thinking, no way. So I got back, and then I messaged back on the night. And I said, "You believe what's going to happen to me, mate?" It happened to me, and he just said, "Oh my god." So if I had I wouldn't have got back on anyway. But anyway, but yeah. Anyway, so I've basically I've been getting involved with our new band. We've started rehearsing in January. We started no February time. We actually started rehearsing, and it was very lucky to get some great guys to help us with the music scene a bit more and help us with our our gigs and everything else. And what a hell of a band we've got! We've got a great team. We've got a great band now. And obviously Jade's band is doing really well. I actually just spoke to the drummer just this week, and they said, "How are you doing?" I says, We're doing great." I said, "We'll tweak up the songs a bit more now." And I was like, "All right, look forward to hearing those my originals that I wrote." And they're doing great. They're doing great. I think one of the guy who I know, is leaving that band, and he's because he's got a new job offer that's come up anyway. Um, and I would like to be temporary in that band to play, but I don't know, so we'll see. But yeah, but that's partially the good stuff that we've had. Within regards with other stuff going on with the labels part, it's just been very quiet this year. It's been very quiet. Um, uh, the start of the year was very, very good. January, February, March, 3 months was bang, bang, bang. Now it's quieted down a bit now because we some of the artists um, have stayed, but we're trying to figure out a way to get it back up and running again. We're not in any problems or anything. It's just the fact we're just constantly busy doing other stuff. But no, I had to really, really. I wasn't live streaming a lot. The live streams on my Facebook page had to be taken down. If you follow me on my Facebook page has been really fantastic. But we had to take off the live streams because we're doing them every fortnight now. I think we're every 2 weeks doing live streams now. I am trying to get back into doing YouTube again and trying to do stuff, but you know what? It's very difficult to do it because you're trying to figure out what content you want to do, what you want to really create, and what you want to really do for, as this. And I know our page has never. I know that the content we've got on this chat on this main page is all Queen stuff, which I mean, it's great every day when I'm getting comments every day. I'm getting praised every day from people saying, "Why are you not doing this anymore?" I really don't have the time, guys. No, the main thing why I don't do YouTube anymore is the first thing. The reason why I don't do YouTube anymore. I think it's kind of you've got to put yourself in a position to really sort of put in an idea that if you watch YouTube a lot, which I do, it's wonderful. But what I'm kind of like, what you've got to realize is if you're struggling with what you need to create, what do you want to do for what you want to do? Well, one thing that we wanted to do with our label was to really what we wanted to do was to start posting stuff on here, but you probably realize why was the channel so quiet and why was there no postings of anything on. I'm going to give you a reason why. Basically, if you have been news reading on Google, things have been. It's very difficult. I mean, I'll if people want to know about this, they can. but I'm going to say it anyway. Last year, last year, um, last year was just crazy. Last year was great. We had a couple of problems trying to upload our stuff to YouTube, which was so stupid. But I wasn't able to upload anything music wise because as far as I'm concerned, and I think probably some people have agreed to this, that they want to move away from the problems that are coming up at the minute, as people have probably have mentioned, is DistroKid. And DistroKid, I totally have to say, it's a great platform to get your music out there. But at the minute, people are moving away from that one. They're moving away from DistroKid now. They've had enough of it, because the first thing is, and it affects the UK actually. It doesn't affect the USA. It affects the UK, but it has affected a couple of people who really have decided to leave it because it's not worth keeping it. DistroKid is a mess. Recently, they've gotten the trouble with there's a thing going on. Apparently, that taxes have been more expensive to pay, which is insane. And they've decided they want to up the prices again every year. But what is so annoying is that, you know, we've got copyrighted information on that, and you've got your music out there. What is the problem is that if we upload something on this channel, we cannot claim anything for it, because the rights should be, I own the rights to everything, but when I write it and produce it and bring it out. But the only thing that that really was struggling, I did a song for an artist who signed to us about 2 years ago. Super person, great knowledge of business, really down to earth girl, fantastic singer, great songs she brought out. Well, it was my songs I wrote. I want to talk about why it's not there anymore. There's a reason why. So Hope Harris is really a good charismatic person who she knows what to sing and what to do. And I did a track last year. 2 years ago I did a track, and I wrote this one in 2008, never been published. 2023, before my dad passed away, that's when it was recorded. We did a song that I was so proud of to do. Mac and me, we did all the songs, we did all the production on it, we got it, was superb. We gave it to, originally it was going to be for Bex to release, but now she's in Proven Rivals, that's kind of not the but because she was busy at the time, we figured out a way to get that song out. So we gave it to Hope, and we really liked her. We liked her so much. We really did like her a lot. She was really, really fantastic, and you know, she was wanting a massive change. So I did the track for her. I sent it to her, and at the time, she was at South Shields, in a studio in South Shields. She owned this big thing, and she recorded the track, sent it back to me, mixed it, and then the next day she got it out on DistroKid and brought it out, and I was really impressed with it. I was so impressed with the way it was done, mixed, really brilliant. But after that was out, but after that came out, and that song was a great success. She got it out on everywhere, BBC. She got it out on everywhere. Wanted that song. Everybody wanted it, and it was wow. This is taken off really well. So that was done. But then a few months later, I found out. This is about like how long was that? 5 months it was out, and the song disappeared. It went off YouTube. It went off everywhere. I think that probably what was going on was, from what I understand, is that the track. I thought it was good for her to do that as a starting point of getting it out, that song, but the things that were going on behind the scenes was just not right. We got into doing Arts Live 2 years ago. We planned it in January. We did a lot of good work on that. We had 2 guitarists. We had Mac involved. We had Mark, who you may have known from the Queen stuff. And that was all going really well, and we formed it absolutely spot on. There was a lot of work doing it. It was I planned all of the stuff going on, but yeah, there was a lot of bad blood at that time that was going on, and we couldn't do anything else. So, and in fact, I was never told from her that the song has gone off YouTube. And if you try and find it on YouTube now, you can't find it. It's not there anymore. It's gone. Because that will be re-recorded, and that will be re-released again with someone else doing it, because we're not going to release it. We're not going through that stage again. So there was a lot of work put into that, because we did a cover, we did a photo shoot, and she was going to be a massive, but then she left us about 2 years ago, and then she now had an EP out, and she went through a different field. I don't think that metal and rock suits her. I think probably what I like is probably she should have gone for more of the commercial route. And probably great that she did leave us, because I wasn't happy with that. But the song's still sitting there. The track's done. So I'm gonna redo it this year, and I'm gonna bring somebody else to do it, because we may have found somebody to do that song now. And prior to that going on, we've just improved better. We've got a lot more stuff that we did, including Danny is just Danny Pomeroy. Really superb artist, super bloody good guy. He wanted to get himself out there and do his thing, and I did, as you may have seen from releases that were released out there. It's been nuts with him. We did the first one we did was Diesel and Fumes. Great song, great metal song. Everybody loves that song a bit. Proven Ground, great song. And the last one we brought out was the third one we brought. What was the third one we brought out? Proven Ground. It's another one we brought out as well. The third one we brought out. Oh, and Mystified came out as well, which them songs were so brilliant when they came out. They were absolutely just nice niche productions. So that came out, and them three songs have done so well that he's had so much good for cult following for people to say get in a band. It's difficult to be in a band. So he's been doing well. Wayne Russo Jr., who you've seen a couple of posts on the page that we did, Spare Change and all them other songs we did, and he's been doing really well. He's back into. He released Adrenaline Inside, the first. I was so proud of that song. That was such a mouthful of a song to go through. Really, really impressed. Very impressed with that. The way that came out. I actually thought I wasn't going to be out, but by the graces of Wayne's voice, we really wanted to do that song because it was so awesome. Adrenaline Inside's just been a great track to do. It's amazing. And he's and yeah, and actually about when he released that song last year, he was meant to do another song called Whatever Comes, but with things going on and people's lives getting in the way and everything else, he basically decided not to record that because that was left for other ones. So I did like an Irish Speedwagon kind of track, and I liked doing it. It was really amazing. It's still sitting there to do, but I just heard back from him, and he said he's definitely going to be back recording, which is wonderful. So that song will be done this year. We also have been working with, as you probably might have seen from a documentary that I released 3 years ago, which was In the Works. That documentary, it was great. It was really good to do that documentary of the label and how I did it, and people loved it a lot. They liked it, and I get messages sometimes saying the documentary that you did has that been out? No, it was it. During the time that I did it, I enjoyed doing that, but I didn't bring it out on physical media, and I haven't brought it back out on YouTube since. The two reasons why, and I'll tell you and explain why. The two reasons why I didn't bring it out again was because I think, and then from my point of view, I did enjoy editing it, and it took bloody ages to do, but filming it was good. But I didn't. But I think what I pretty much missed out was the Time Riders 2 thing. That that thing was, to be honest with you, that's another thing as well. That's the reason why is Time Riders 2 not out? I mean, this is another thing I'll discuss. Well, the time that I was doing the first one, that's still on YouTube. I'm proud of that album, actually. There was nobody actually got back in touch with me about that. Nobody took it off YouTube. Nobody deleted anything. Nothing copyrighted. Nothing. Strangely enough, it was okay to do the songs, because the songs that are in that album are cover songs that I liked, and for some reason, nobody in the industry, nobody from the even the Breaking Little Pieces, Love on the Line, I Can Fly. Nobody got back, and nobody has since had any issues with it. So thanks. I think because they're old songs, I think they're probably things about it as well, and they're probably just kind of they were just probably there at the time. But when I looked into doing them ones, I was going, all right, we'll try these, and I did them, and I thought, right, I'm not going to have a problem with these songs if I put it out on YouTube. But I don't know, the YouTube's actually fine with it. They've claimed there's no rights being claimed for it. There's no things being claimed for it. And I'm like, okay, well, and that was it. And there was some originals on there that we did. Tell Me, Shakedown, which everybody likes. I don't know why everybody went nuts for Shakedown when it came out. It was that was an unbelievable song to do that. That was so incredible. It was a lot of good work on that song. And at some point, I'd like to go back and redo that again because that was a great track. That was amazing. Because the video that I did, everybody likes the video better than the song, but it works well. Because my friend Chris, who you may remember from years ago, he said to me, that video you did in the church, is that still on YouTube? I said, yes, it is. I said, what do you mean, what church? I said, I only used visual videos and it wasn't real. And he said, oh, that's a great video. And the song is so heavy. It's like, Jesus. And a lot of work went into that track. It really did. It was really good. I'd love to redo that again, actually. I'd love to remix it and bring it back out. But yeah, that was a special moment. That was really incredible. And that whole project was so long to do. I mean, 3 years in making it was just unbelievable. 3 years making it, getting the right people and the singers and the right sort of energy for it as well. But that Town Riders thing was so good. Why was 2 never ever completed? And everybody's saying, where's number 2? Why is number 2 not out? So here's why number 2 is not out. The first thing, the reason why number 2 never got released, there was, at the time, I couldn't finish it because we were just getting back out of the lockdown situation. And Town Riders 2 was in production. Half of it was. We did a track with Nathan. We did a track with Jade. But we didn't finish it. I don't know why. I know why it wasn't finished. A track called Treading on Ice that we did record, but we didn't finish it. There was the Fire and the Flames that was the first one I actually did create. That's still sitting there on the drive with Nathan, who, God blame, I wish I could go back and redo that all together. And then the songs that were off 2 went on number 1 because I switched it around a bit because I was trying to get it out at the time, and then I think probably a couple of people didn't like the second one. It just doesn't. There's just a lot of things on number 2 just didn't work, and that's why we brought out EPs instead. Like those 3 EPs I brought out on things because 2 didn't work. Because the fact is, there's stuff on that album that would have been better re-recorded completely. So I that's why I didn't release anything else from that. It was supposed to be a double album. It was supposed to be a double set, a part 1, part 2, but I couldn't finish it at the time. But maybe this year we could finish that. So number 2 might be out this year, but we just left it off because it's just stuff we didn't finish at the time as well. Although I was very proud of one thing that did come out of that whole Town Riders experience was Passing Place, and that was so amazing. I had to put that on YouTube because you had to listen to Lauren Short singing that, and I mean, I could talk about her for hours and hours and hours. I mean, Lauren Short was one. She blows my mind still. She really does blow my mind. How she got that voice is unreal. I mean, if you've heard that album I did of hers, everybody loves that album to bits. You know, that's probably one of the best albums I ever did. I ever recorded during that Town Riders period. And I come out of that and I went, right, I'm going straight into this Challenge album. And I tell you what, I had so much fun. I had so much fun doing that album with the ideas that were coming out with like with the party and with Turn My Back. You've seen a clip of that on My Best Days. I'm so proud of that song. Like the Garden Lights, Challenge, Drown Down the Road Again. I wish Drown Down the Road Again was better. I wish we had put more production in that song. That's the only one that I didn't. It's the only one that I like doing it, but I didn't feel that was the finished version of that one. Rocking Down the Road sounded phenomenal, and A Song for Cole got a place in the album. But one of the ones that people wanted me to put on, they wanted to hear was Only the Light. And again, I didn't get copyrighted for that either. Nobody got back to me about that song either. Nobody told me. I was like, what's going on here? So I looked into a lot of things that with old copyrighted stuff, and apparently, it's not actually. Some of these tracks were either just trash songs or just dinged songs, or not sort of like top hit wonders. You know, they're only like one hit wonder songs. Well, I looked into doing Only the Light. Like people absolutely scream for that song, and they say, "Oh, you should bring it out." And I said, "Well, it's out now." But now that we've got, now that we were like had that project finished, we had it on, and we had Shame, and we had a remix. We had a little mix of New Stage. Then we did New Stage, the original version, which we haven't released. And then there was an acoustic version of Party that we did. And by the way, if you're wondering why are them songs not out on YouTube, the reason being is they were previously released on Lauren's channel. That's the reason why we didn't put them on, and neither did we put out the Shame, and we didn't put Passing Place out. And there's a reason why, and there's actually a reason why I did not release, because I really wanted to put Passing Place on that version, on the first version of Challenge. I really wanted to put it out, but at the moment I said there's enough songs I've got on my plate as it is, and there was like it was a 10-track album. I think it was 10 tracks or 12, 10-track album, and there was extra songs that we had basically ex bonus tracks on them, so we extended out the album. And then Passing Place was going to go on there, but at the last minute I didn't have enough room. There wasn't enough room to put on the CD. There was not even enough room but the streaming services were not on there, and it's not out on streaming services still. I know. I've been meaning to put it on streaming services. Well, now I can. So it'll be out on streaming services at some point, because we're switching over to another streaming service. But Challenge was a great album to do. Was fantastically produced. Lauren Short's voice, still to this day, absolutely blows up the water. But yeah, Lauren Short she was one of the best artists I ever worked with. Seriously was. She could have gone further. She could have got a second album out. She could have got another covers. Like the song I even approached her with, that I never got back to, was Satellites by Ellie Warren. And I wish to God we did that song, because I'll tell you something, that's identical to Ellie's voice. I seriously would say that. And I really, 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 really wish that we were still working together, because I would have had another great album out. I would have had another AOR sound out. I would have had written songs for her, and I would have gone overboard with the second one. I tell you what, because she was unreal. I mean, she's still my favorite of all the artists that I've signed. She's my favorite so far. I mean, she still is. I mean, she's not active anymore. She's not doing singing anymore. She's not recording anymore. You know, she's a full-time mum now, and she's she's got things to sort out. So, and I haven't spoke to her since Christ, it's been over 4 years now. So, and you're all wondering where she is. Well, she's still active on Instagram, and she's looking great. She's lost a lot of weight though from when she did the photo shoot. She's lost a lot of weight. But I think she's still been going out karaoke in Glasgow. And one of the things that we were hoping to do was to go up to Glasgow and see her. But we just can't. We can now, but we weren't able to do 4 years ago. So I would really love to do another album with her. I'd love to produce another album with her. I'd love to work with her again, because she just really was so incredible. Just blew me away. I mean, when you see that documentary, that was so good. I mean, when you guys saw the end of it, they all went, "Who that? Oh, what on earth is that?" And when you all heard "Turn My Back," I just went, "Oh my god, that just sounds so cruel." And then actually was when people liked it, they actually loved it. And yeah, I would like to do more behind the scenes work of music stuff, but it's like trying to get the time to do it, trying to get the right day to do it when there's no noise, and getting the right time, you know, when obviously Devon's not here. It's hard to do it. It's hard, but I'd like to. No, I'd like to do that again. I really would love to do another one with her, because she's still one of my favourites ever. So Lauren, if you're watching, I'd love to work with you on another album. We were kind of in talks actually doing a documentary about her, but that's not materialised at all. And we've also been we've been recently working with another artist that I'm proud of. Is right here, and still my favourite, Adacia. Yes, and she's been doing great. She's been so fantastic. She's actually been doing a lot more. She's been doing a lot more since the last, because we were actually in. I was in doing a second part of the documentary of the label, but I scrapped it. I just totally scrapped it, because again it was boring, because it was kind of like me on camera again. It was like talking to you guys in virtual world, and that just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. So I decided to scrap all that footage. I deleted all the footage. I said, you know what, we're going to do it again. But we actually decided later on that we would do a new version of it. So it'll be like an updated version from like this one to the next one, and so on. And it's all been planned in my head exactly how I want to do it. It's just it's trying to find someone to come and do it, which is why we have got a new team together. But I may ask Adam to do. Adam's a really good photographer, very good videographer as well. But yeah, he could probably do it for us. But anyway, but that was all basically the whole thing going on with that situation. And then after that, we just got busy. We just got really busy. But yeah, I want to go back to Time Riders for a minute. The whole concept thing of it. I've actually approached because technically it is kind of like a musical tribute to them songs that I love doing. There was an idea that I had in my mind that I would have loved to have done. I really would have loved to have took Time Riders on the road. I would have loved to have done a theatrical performance with all the space age kind of thing. I would have loved to have done it. But I didn't approach theatres with it because I know it was going to cost a lot of money. It's going to cost a lot of money. But I got in touch with somebody. Well, I contacted somebody about a few weeks ago, and I don't know if they'll take it, but if I hope they do, because I'd love to direct the music for it, which is wonderful, and all the songs are good. Because we listen to that whole album, it starts off with the story of him, and then it's like it's the whole song's a journey, and then you're going into Forcefield, then you're going into Love on the Line, then you're going into Break Me into Little Pieces, and then there's like you know, all them great songs, Fate as well, and Special Surprise, which was another one that I never got out. I wish I had got out now, but yeah, that the Special Surprise song I wrote for Charlotte, and she just at the last minute recorded it, and she said, "I've recorded the song. Can you send over it and thinking about it?" I says, "Yeah, we'll stick it on the album." So we stuck it on the YouTube release of it, and that was I really enjoyed that song as well. That was an original I wrote as well with that, and Fate was good. Danny's Fate good, especially the guitars in that song was so good. And then Pass and Place, that obviously we added, but we had to bring Pass and Place. We just we just didn't bring it out on Challenge. I mean, I was kind of thinking about the few like it's just about years ago now, was to go back into Challenge again and remix the whole album, new drums, bass, everything updated on the songs. And I was thinking about reproducing it again, and because the first time it came out, I really did enjoy. I mean, I'll be very honest, right? I enjoyed all the songs. It's just a few songs that I didn't think were top notch. I don't think The Garden Light was, and I don't think Rocking Down the Road was. They're the two songs that lacked a little bit because they weren't finished. I wish they were, and I wish I did it, but never mind. But I did do two remixes that I did have that were out on YouTube. The two remixes I brought out on were Rainbow, which was a remix that I did. Because the first version was good, but the first version was... because what I did was I went back into Rainbow and I double-tracked Lauren's voice on that. And if you have listened to that... wow, it's unbelievable. And then a remix came out of Turn Back the Clock, which was very quick to do, and it sounded better because the original was great. It was really good. It just lacked a lot of things in it. I don't get me wrong. I love the demos I did. The demos, if you listen to the original demos I did, they are so incredible. They're really structured so well. I mean, I love listening to the tracks of Turn Back the Clock, and I love listening to all the very early versions of them because they were just so brilliant when I did them, and they were so incredible. And when Lauren's voice got on them, I just went, yeah. And now when I hear the demos of it, they're just so like really very crafted, very well crafted. Because I was playing the live piano on that. Was live piano. That was actually not MIDI'd. It wasn't done that way. It was done live. That's why it says on the credits live piano track. That's me playing it live. I'm not doing any edits on that at all. Because I love the way that song is structured so well in the 7th chords. And it just sounds so wow. And when I got the last chord, I was playing the last 2 chords and I went, this is what it should sound like. And when I got the melody and the chord right for that song, I was playing around with it, and I just loved how I played it. I was going, Jesus, I've got to put that in right now, and it worked well for Lauren's voice and that voice and everything else. But when I demoed it, I got a vibe that it just sounds so bloody awesome. And that's got no vocals on that at all. I'm not singing on that song. I did do a guide vocal of it, but it sounds a bit crap right now. But them demos were so good. I mean, I'll have to track them down again because I remember sending the demos over to Lauren at the time, and I've still got them, the rough versions. I mean, you should really listen to the rough versions. They were so incredible. So that's something that that may also be in the works is the demos that of my songs I've done. because without putting the guitars on or anything else, it's just me playing the tracks to them. It's really really incredible. It's really incredible. It's just really amazing how I write so well. I mean, I was praised last year for the amount of stuff that we were doing at the time. I was praised so much for people saying to me, "You're an amazing producer, amazing writer. How the hell do you do all these? How did you do all these songs?" And I was like, "Well, it's a natural talent you're given for it. You know, if you learn and understand how music's written properly, you know what to do. You know, the only thing I don't like doing is I don't like using loops. I don't like using loops. I don't like. But there's a couple of things I don't like, and there's a few things I don't like about music wise. The first thing is I don't like when you've got a song that's crafted and you're putting in these little tiny little oohs in it, and like in various sections. I hate that. It's so annoying. I hate when it when you do when you have to do and I'm not talking about AOR music. I'm talking about this in general. I've heard some stuff already. So annoying. I hate when people put in little bits of pieces of bits in songs. It doesn't work. So stop doing that. There's beats I can't stand. I can't stand clicks. I can't stand all these terrible things that put into it. And it's just like don't stop putting in all this little transitions of singing inside of it. You know, I mean, one thing I did talk about recently on my live stream was Gabby Bell. Gabby Bell, I could phenomenally work with her immediately. She's brought out a song called Brigadero, if you've heard that remix of us. She has never heard that remix at all. I hope she does get back to me about that, because, you know, again, I'd like to. But we've just got I've just heard she brought out another song with a guy called Josh Darrow. I've just heard it. Now it's not. Now I'll tell you something, right? And I really have to be very careful what to say. I do like the way that the guy has done that production. I love the way that Gabby's sang that. It's just very it's unique. And it's not a song that you could go wow to. You can just love the way that she's presented that. So nice and so smooth. So why can't songs be like that all the time? I mean, we've just approached Adacia with 2 songs from Gabby's repertoire. Especially the one that we did, which was the one that she did. Sorry, the 2 songs that she's originally written are called I Hate This Town. I'd love to play out live, and there's that, and there's another one called what's it called? The Emo Anthem. So I've sent them to Adacia to see if she likes them. I hope she does, because I'd love to what I'd love to do is I'd like to put them into our set list on our band, because they would work so well. Them songs are so brilliant. I love the way that Gabby writes stuff like that, and Gabby Bell, I love her YouTube channel a bit. I just love her. She can make me laugh all the time. It's just unbelievable. And I think that she's amazing when it comes to writing stuff, especially the Brigadero song. I mean, that's been incredible, that song is. And but she's another person who really goes, wow, you can listen to something incredible. So I did approach her management with it. I did approach her management. I did email her management. The management don't really get back to you. Night.co, they're an official business. They apparently do not like to send a response back to you if you send something to them. I think they just want to be more like off the wall kind of thing. So how you get in touch with Gabby Bell, I have got no idea. No, there is a few ways. She's on TikTok, she's on Instagram, she's on various things It's a matter of getting out there and asking her. It's just trying to get in touch with her as soon as I can. But yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to do something with her. Really, I'd love to collaborate with her on something that would work out really well from our point, anyway. I think if we gave her, I'm not saying anything bad about this track, but if we gave her Avoid, I would give it to her and I'd say, Gabby Bell, please, please record this. We would absolutely give her it. We'd just go, here, if you like the sort of this style here, get this song Avoid out. And it would suit her so well, that voice. It would suit it so well for her ability. And then we'll let her release it on her own label, because she's got a label called Chaotic Neutral Records, which apparently is owned by, well, it's owned by her, but it's Night Dot, the management company. They own it. Really phenomenal, really phenomenal. So yeah, so she's another one who I tried to get in touch with her. So it's a matter of you know what I'm drinking, guys. I'm drinking this stuff, Juicy, because I love the stuff to bits. It's not alcoholic, by the way. It's actually just a fruit juice. And if Juicy wants to sponsor me for any videos, please get in touch. So that's pretty much how it's been so far. I can't see the chat, guys. I have no idea what's going on here. I can't see anything. I've tried to reset the stream and I can't see anything from you guys at all. So now I don't know what's going on when my chat doesn't work. But anyway, but mostly from now, from 2025, I am now working. I'm about to start working with two new people. One's called Carla, and we're going to meet her in 3 weeks' time. And the other one that we're meeting is another person from the States who I can't say much about it, but for some reason, I don't know why, this is really strange, but this person I spoke to, she likes my music a lot. She does. So it's really, really cool. I tell you what, I also get is an old question every day saying, because this is actually something that just got to me. You know, you write great music, you write great tunes. Why do you always stick in the same? Why do you not move away from metal, rock, and that side? The reason why I don't like, this is the reason why I stay in this genre, because it's unique. It's creative and unique and wonderful. Because I love metal, I love rock, I love gothic, I love all them genres. But I don't like, and 80s as well, I don't like what's out today. I don't like it. Nothing makes sense. I mean, there was a thing on one of the, there was a thing on one of the Google sites or one of the websites saying that soul music is about to come back and Motown is coming back and they're getting all this genre out. You know what? I don't know why they bother, because it's not Motown as I remember it. It's not like the old Diana Ross stuff. It's not like the Baby Love and all that stuff. It's not that. That's not Motown. No, the only reason why, I mean, this is the reason why Motown's come back, because there was a thing that came out. I mean, we're going back nearly about like 10 years ago. They brought out a compilation of Motown anthems, because Motown wanted to get revisited with the sounds and everything else. It's got, but to be honest with you, you hear it in the day's music, that's zero to me. Zero. Nothing. Pants. So I love the Motown originals from the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. But after the 90s, it went a bit pants. But no, but honestly, the Motown was Motown, Motown was Motown, but it wasn't not now. And that's why, and this is why, you know, I really don't like it when they like to revamp stuff. They like to bring out Phil Spector revamped, reworked songs that come out and do that. It's not. It's not. It's just people who are making a mess of what it is. I mean, I don't listen to really anything on the radio. I mean, as I said, I only listen to Classic Rock 109. That's all I like. I wish they would. I wish Classic Rock 109 would really start playing some some new stuff on the radio station, because their radio station is there is no. And this is the reason why I did a video last year about Planet Rock Radio. You know how it was declining, and I keep seeing posts every day. It's so stupid. there's, there's, there's one thing. There's one thing, right? Okay, all right. All right. I'll be honest here. Okay, here's something that I didn't explain in that video that I should have explained. So, from the time that I posted that, right? So, okay, so from when I posted that video that I did a live stream of it, and I talked about this this palaver going on with saying that it's all Ball Media rubbish and all this going on, which Ball Media sucks ass still. So there was one thing that really did confuse me a bit. So there was a few things that that radio station to this day is still doing really bad things. There's supposed to be a picture of Brian May and Joe Elliott at the studio at Planet Rock Radio at the One Golden Square, having his arm around him, saying, "Cheers, Brian, for coming on my radio station." Well, it wasn't. It never happened. Joe has never stepped in that building since day one. He does his show remotely in an island, and they send it to him send it over. So, so I'm looking at the posts on Planet Rock, and they're so stupid. They're really bad advertising. They're bad at their posts. They're awful. It's awful stuff. And then I went on the website that time, and I was kind of still annoyed with it. And you know, the Ball Media is taking all over the world apparently all this stuff, and it's just like, you know, not playing anything they want to play. So when I after I did that video the next day, I went back on that page and I was looking at it going, this is just useless. These people don't know what they're talking about, and it's all just nothing but jabber, adverts, talking. Three songs, talking. 3 songs, talking, advert. 3 songs, talking, advert, talking. It's just. So I had enough. Of it. I go on to Classic Rock 109, and if you listen to that station, please listen to it. There is nothing of this, no adverts, no talking, nothing. It's completely music, 24 hours a day. No jibber jabber, none of this business going on. Just tiny little promotion, tiny little thing about that size saying the best music, the best hits, Classic Rock 109. That's all they do. That's it. The whole hour is properly programmed to how the music taste should be. I just don't need anybody explaining about and this. Why? I don't know why they do this all the time. They never used to do this on Radio 1. So there was one time one time there was one thing that happened on the radio stations, and if you remember back in the day when ILR was the ILR was big, huge, big company. ILR is independent local radio. ILR was a really good, amazing business. It was phenomenal, and so when you've got stuff on like Bore Media's rubbish radio stations or just the crap, when Smooth Radio comes on or any of the boring stations I don't listen to, I'm passing by the chip shop every day. I'm hearing nothing but jibber jabber, bullshit stories. We'll give you £1,000 for your things, and that's just nothing but completely sustainable rubbish advertisements. So there. So the funny thing was, I went in one day and I went to I go to this place every 2 weeks. I was sitting there waiting because I had an interview that day. I went in for an interview that day, and I was sitting there listening to this guy. This guy was, oh my god, oh, he could send you to sleep. He could. So I was sitting there for like half an hour. It was a half an hour or not half an hour. I was sitting there half an hour and I was wondering. I was just listening to the. There was they did the 80s block. It was brilliant, brilliance. There was was it Kiss Me was on that Stephen Tintin Duffy guy, and that was playing. And then they had you waiting for me. They had all these brilliant 80s songs, and I was like, oh, this is brilliant. I can listen to this. Then this guy comes on. He's just, oh my god! It was like halfway through the 80s slot. Then he came on and he said, it was so stupid. He says, how's everybody doing? Everything. He's like, it sounds like he's speaking to his comfortable friend. So he's had his microphone there. He's speaking to his comfortable friend. Like I couldn't understand what he said. But all I do know is from what he was saying. He said, I just moved. So stupid. I've just moved from one house to the other house in a new estate, and I've just done all the walls. I've done all the plastering. I've done all the thing, and I'm sitting there just thinking, why do you want to tell us this? Why do you want to tell us about your personal life? You're here to play music, not to talk. And then he was, what was he doing after that? He was doing a send me your tweets, sending some of your messages or something. And I was like, this is boring, this, and it was so crap. And then after that went on, he then went into there was a 3-minute break of adverts, complete adverts, nonsense. And then there was a tiny little ad that came up saying the news is next on this, and I was like, why? They already know the news is on at 10 o'clock in the morning. You should know by now. So and I couldn't stand it anymore. I couldn't stand it. I thought this is just nothing but nonsense. Why do DJs have to talk about their personal life when they don't need to worry about like going onto, I was driving down the A19. There was a big crash on the A19. I was in a dog yard yesterday, and there was people not picking up their shit. I was in a bad mood yesterday. You know what I mean? And I'm just thinking, why do people do that? It's so sad. And then you go over the class of 109, there's nothing but complete music all the time. That's why I can't stand people talking so much crap. It's to get the viewing figures up the morning. Like, oh yeah, the listeners are going to. I mean, I remember the day when Radio 1, right? Radio 1 in the 90s did lose a lot of listening figures, and I think this is why radio's declined now. because you know, I mean, from when I remember when Radio One had started off in the 80s, it was bloody huge. And the 90s came and they just trashed it to hell. Trashed it to hell. I mean, why that? I mean, I don't mind if it's a big company that runs music all the time. I get it, but I think when it decided to go in this new alternative rock scene, that's the big kicker that happened, and it made a mess of everything going on, and it was terrible. Um, and there was and I remember because there was that big thing that happened that top of the was it Tough at the Top thing that came out on BBC. I remember that program, and that was and I actually watched it a few months ago on YouTube, and I really couldn't believe what was going on. But that was when big things were happening at Radio One, and it was awful. I mean, remember when? I mean, I didn't mind if Chris Evans was on there. I thought he was brilliant, but I did see the London Radio Network early video, the very early video that was out there. I'm glad someone did post that. That was so brilliant, and I watched that one, and it was so well planned how Chris Evans' show was just he could do whatever he wanted to do. He could do anything he wanted to do. He didn't have a manager on his back. He didn't have a producer on his back. He could do anything in his own time slot. And when I remember seeing that video when he had his crew in there, I thought this is the best thing that he ever did. And I really wish that he could get back on radio again, because there was something in the press that today on BBC that Joe Wiley, who's been there for a very long time, Joe Wiley's show's been axed. The BBC have no longer wanted to keep her on, and this has also been a thing with ITV as well. They're making cuts as well for all the programs. I'm glad, because ITV sucks. ITV can just go to hell, because I don't care. And I really hate these new reboots that brought out. I hate all these new, like, I don't watch them because it doesn't make me feel good. I only get little snippets downstairs when Mum's watching downstairs, and I'm going, "What's that on television?" And I'm going, "Oh, here we go, more crap again." And I don't know who. I mean, fair enough. Yes, they've got to make money for what they're going to have, but the license payer are paying so much money out to the license fee. They're all going, "Oh, we want to keep our ITV, or we want to keep our BBC One," and the shows are crap. All the shows are crap. They're just nothing but complete utter shit. I think all of the waste of money, and this is not ITV. The waste of money spent on Freeview is just awful. It's just bloody awful. I mean, there's no shopping networks anymore. QVC's not there anymore. Neither is what was the other one? The shopping channels. They've gone now, because everything's just took over by Amazon now. And Amazon's a conglomerate thing. And it was because I still have by coincidence, I still have that satellite dish on my house. It's still there. I just haven't plugged it in. I don't know if it's working or not. But yeah, but all these shows that brought now on are just awful. I don't watch them. I was like, nope. You never get nope. And now, like, Netflix is now, like, I've never had Netflix ever. I don't use Netflix because I've got a big computer now, and but yeah, anything like that, I don't really like them. But I think it's just too much money. It's too much going on with it, and I don't like it. I don't like things like that because they bore me. Simple as that. Simple as that. Anyway, I was just saying there about my computer. Now, I'm gonna let this be the last part, and then I'm gonna have to shut up. Um, so years ago, if you guys remember, about oh, how long? If you guys remember from 2016, yeah, I had a very old motherboard. I had an old motherboard. I um I got a I got some I got the old motherboard I used to have in this PC I'm streaming on now was awful. Now about 10 years ago, actually no, from 3 years ago, I bought a new motherboard. I bought a new heatsink, new cooler, new case, everything, and and the way the stream's gone so far, I'm impressed with it. So um, so I used to have an AMD chip old motherboard, but what was going on with that was, and why the streams will keep going off, is because the chip socket was damaged. The chip was damaged. The pins were damaged underneath it. It was keep switching off all the time. It was restarting, switching off, restarting, switching off. I was thinking, what's going on here? So took the chip out of the motherboard, turned it over, and the pins were fucked. Literally, 3 of the pins were broken, and I said, that's the problem I'm having with this. I thought it was the hard drive, wasn't the hard drive, and that was it. And I looked at this CPU. The CPU was completely destroyed. It was damaged. So I had to go in the bin. I had to order. I was either going to get a new board or going to get a new chip. It was going to cost a lot of money. Well, I had the basic look as what my friend did for me. I got a new motherboard, which was a DDR4 motherboard with Wi-Fi built in, Bluetooth built in, which I don't have a Bluetooth card yet, but I will be getting one. And I've had this computer now for 4 years, and no, since after Challenge was done, when I got this thing, this has been a lifesaver to me. This, I've got 3 SSDs now, only for music wise. Still got the mechanical hard drive. I've still got in there that I've still never ever replaced, and luckily it's still working, which is alright. That's a 2 terabyte SSD computer I bought, and my music software, my programs work so smooth, and there's not a single thing wrong with that computer now. But I am still using the same power the same power brick I've used for 15 years now. The Corsair power supply, I still got it. There's not a single thing wrong with that at all. No, it hasn't leaked, hasn't powered down, it hasn't overheated, it hasn't even cut out all the electricity. It's been running so fantastic after I've changed everything over in that computer. Now I've got a fast working computer. The only thing I don't have an M.2 drive yet. I will be getting one though, because I know they're cheap to get. But I did get a new computer. My old one, the old motherboard was just completely shit. But when we exchanged motherboards over, he got the DDR3 one, I got the DDR4 one, so I wanted a better upgrade, and I thought, right, we'll just switch motherboards over, and we did. And I'll tell you something, I've been using this computer all the time. My Word works great. Windows 11 works fantastic, more faster, more stable, more boomph, and the stream on this computer works so well. This has been great. This is, and yeah, so that's the whole reason why I haven't been on here for ages. I've just been, guys, it's just because I'm busy all the time now, and now it's not me going to do YouTube anymore and all saying, oh, YouTube, go live on there, do it live. It's going to be it's just because things have changed for me, and I am still doing miles better now. well, miles better now since last year. Last year was great. This year is going to be this year is an exciting year for us this year, because I know we've got a lot more songs that we're going to be getting out. It's just that we've been kind of on hold with everything at the moment. There's a reason why, and I won't go into any details about it, because there's a reason why. It may be on a private video. Actually, I might do it as a private video for you guys, so only people will have the link to that. So it will not be available for download. But yeah, it's definitely been a really interesting time to come back on here on YouTube. It's been a while, guys. It's been ages. I really would have thought there would have been a couple of people on here to chat to me, but no chat has come up tonight. But I want to just quickly mention where you can find me. You can find me on Facebook. I'm always there all the time. I'm always chatting on there. Instagram, I don't use Instagram anymore. I don't use TikTok anymore. Nope, don't use it, because I hate the thing. Just because it gives you so much headache. I'm not on WhatsApp, by the way. And one other thing that I do want to put out there, and this has really been annoying me for the last few bloody days, because this has really got on my nerves today. So, if this is really bizarre, some person had been ringing me in the early hours of 2:30 in the morning, which is so weird. Someone rang me at 2:30 in the morning today. Whoever that was, scammers again. You're blocked anyway. But yeah, why were people ringing me at 2:30? I got no idea. Nothing to do with me. But yeah. But anyway, that's where you'll find me anyway, guys. I'm on Facebook. I don't use any of the social medias. I am on something else as well. But yeah, what I might do is, because I might want to put this as a separate video. I'm not a live. Well, I could do it as a live stream. But what I want to do is, I do want to do a private video, only private, not available to anybody at all, of things that I do get to talk about. But I'm not going to mention it on this live stream for public reasons. But yeah, you will get to know, guys. The website is doing really well. A website finally got launched. If you do want to follow the website, it is stent-mpr.com. Okay, so it's stent-mpr.com. Okay, you can go there and you can see our website, because it's becoming to be great. We've got a lot more content coming up this time as well with it. So yeah, a few things I want to mention. Some gigs that are coming up. I'm not playing there, but I will be going to see Jade's band. The first start of fall are playing at Trillions on the 7th. I wish it was the 7th. Sorry, they're playing at Trillions on the 26th of Thursday of June at Trillions in Newcastle. Whether that'll be filmed, I don't know, but I do know it's going to be photography down there. The second one, I can tell you, we have a gig coming up at, let's see, we have got a gig coming up on the 15th of August. I'm playing in Audacious Band at the Black Bull. It's actually Audacious Resilient Tour that comes up this year. And then the 16th, we're playing a gig in Station East in Gateshead as well. So join us on that one if you can. That's all Northeast gigs. We are thinking of branching out a little bit further to the south and to somewhere else in the Northeast. But like I say, it's been very difficult to book them because we can't get the gigs booked in for dates, because the fact is, it's getting a gig is hard. You've got to book it a year in advance now. For some reason, I don't know why they're doing it for, but everybody's booking early to get booked in early to get booked in for what they want to do for their gigs. So we're trying. So everybody is everybody's basically happy with that. Anyway, that's all from me, guys. That is it. So that's where I've been. I haven't disappeared. I've just been inundated with so much stuff going on. I will try and do more of these again, like the general chat ones. But I do want to do a video that will not be public. But I'll let you know when that'll be out. I don't know when it'll be out, but it'll be out sometime. But just some stuff. So that'll be a private thing as well for me. You'll see it. Right, okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry this has been a live stream. It's been over an hour and 40 minutes now. But yeah, guys, I just thought that, you know, that's where I am. I'm doing fine. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling excited. And keep subscribing. If you want to keep subscribing to my channel, you can if you want to. All the live streams are there. You can see all the stuff and all our old videos from the Queen side. They will still be here. They're not going to go anywhere. Don't worry, they're not disappearing. It's just that we may probably want to open up a new channel, because we were thinking about doing this on a second channel, probably, because people open up second channels now, and maybe we could move all of our music stuff onto a separate one to keep it separate for what we need. So maybe it might work. I don't know. That's a work in progress thing for later, I suppose. Yeah, and there's loads more things coming up that I would like to have said on here, but I'm not going to say that for now. I'll leave it for the next one anyway when I come back. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a great pleasure speaking to you guys. I'm sorry we didn't get many people on live chat, but I look forward to seeing you guys soon again, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.